We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Richie James on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mostert. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Barkley, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What we got? Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Got it. 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole, Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Saquon Barkley. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
48 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Let's go, D, let's go. Cowboy 80. It's a safety creep. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 57 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Come on, 38.
He's crossing.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's